Aloha, aloha, aloha. Raleigh Frost here, Kona astrologer. The new moon, the eclipse, opposed Pluto. And look at the notes. Gee, sharks bite, panicky, bad policing. We hate police and guns and nukes and bugs and tattoos. This goes on until August 11th, when there's another eclipse at 19 degrees of Leo. Well, 18 Leo 42. So that one's going to say, get rid of these police. We don't need all these guns and these policemen around. Americans becomes over-policed. Dump the immigration service enforcement. All these enforcement guys with guns running around telling you what to do. Get rid of them. You don't need them. People police themselves. It's the people that catch the criminals, not the police. People catch them, call the police. Police come around, grab them, take the credit. Ha ha ha. Anyway, you're going to want to get rid of them all after that August 11th eclipse. Okay, enough of that. Let's get back to show 130. I want to go over the sky mirror with you and go through it day by day. And when you look at the whole picture, what you find is we're into this eclipse, and it's on Mars. Yeah, we had a 4-degree Aquarius eclipse, and that one at 4 degrees of Aquarius occurred on the 27th of July. And you're sitting on it. And the eclipse is a lunar eclipse. It's a total lunar eclipse. And so the moon gets eclipsed, and it's right up next to Mars. I would think that might mean deaths from the heat wave. This also means a lot of anger. Well, how's it look for you day by day? If you're on a Thursday show, the moon's in Capricorn, and late Wednesday night you went through your panic zone when the moon went by Pluto. Eek, a bug. Panicky, panicky. Is fog hurting me? No. Is sulfur dioxide gas hurting me? No. But a policeman, look out. Don't play with sharks. Bugs, animals, people are all going to bite a lot more after that July 13th lunation. But here we are now at the end of July. We got another lunation. This one's setting off Mars. Heat waves, fires. Wow, we get fires all over the U.S. All over. And you know, one of the things we all tend to forget is that there is an eclipse, a full eclipse, and the path went through here. And so to have fires burning and things, you know, and I noticed the latest one runs up through Washington, Seattle, Oregon, Washington, Northern California. We're going to get some fires and stuff there too. Well, Friday morning, there's the moon going by Mars, and the moon's getting eclipsed, which means some people are dying and getting hurt bad, and I'm sure it's not your volcano. This Friday morning is weird because it starts off with the Mars thing right away. I mean, here's 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and the moon goes by Mars. And then it's on the media, it squares Uranus just after that, and then opposes the sun. So this is a very tricky, difficult time. Ask yourself what you're protecting. That's what Mars does. Mars isn't just the god of war and heat and fire. No, he's actually the protector. He protects things. He protects the farm and the animals and the garden and the fruit trees. Prunes the trees and chases off the wolves, and he's a good guy. Trouble is, when he doesn't know what to protect or how to do it, he turns into the god of war. You know, like our armies we got the biggest armies ever. We got more people in jail than anybody else. We're a prison nation and we're armed to the teeth. We got more guns than anybody else. What's all this about? Bad institutions that haven't been changed. People in privileged positions ripping off the public. 1% of the population owns most of the wealth. What kind of crazy country do we live in anyway? I don't know, but I sure hope this eclipse is going to change some. This is the same eclipse that will hit Trump's rising sign. It ought to be very dangerous for him and dangerous for this part of our country. And it goes on, you know, until April 2020. This eclipse is still in effect. They don't just happen and go away quick. So it lasted 2 years and 8 months altogether to manifest. Yep. So Friday is your heat day, your anger day. And so I've told some people who are having Mars troubles in their charts, just write on the palm of your hand, what are you protecting? Because when you get angry or impatient, you forget. You have to stop and ask yourself, what am I protecting? What am I protecting? What am I protecting? When it gets clear what you're protecting, the anger, the impatience, all of that just goes away. So, if you're having tempers, if you're having angry, aggression, impatience, you got to keep asking yourself the question. And you'll find whenever you get a good answer, wow, the impatience goes away instantly. So does the anger. It's not easy to control Mars, but he can be handled. Start Friday, because you got a whole month after this when Mars is a little difficult. On Saturday, the 28th, the moon's still in Aquarius. Starts with a square to Jupiter in the morning, kind of overdoing it. Too much noise. As you go through till Saturday night, there's a opposition to Mercury. And Mercury, you know, just went retrograde on the 26th. So that was your Thursday. So here's the moon opposing Mercury. And you're not happy with poor old Mercury here. He's just a messenger. He's a messenger. He's your mailman. You know, so why should you be so angry at him? Maybe you're angry at yourself for not getting ahead of it. You can always mail that letter twice, but it's not a good time to send in your income tax, because any letters, anything you take and deliver, carry around, that's what Mercury did. He carried around things and messages. All that kind of work. About half of them have to be done twice. And you're going to feel it Saturday night when the moon opposes Mercury. Moon in Aquarius continues through Sunday till the middle of the day. And then here looks like it shifts into Pisces. And when it does, it mellows out right away. Here's a nice sextile to Uranus. And the technical things work good. There's brotherhood. Common sense tells you, you know, yeah, a lot of the answers we're getting about our institutions and countries and politicians and people are, you know, are bad, scary information. But learning about it is the first stage before you can do something about it. And we got to vote out these Republicans, that's for sure. All they care about is money. Well, you'll know more about that on Sunday. And Sunday afternoon, the moon sextiles Saturn. And there'll be guys on TV analyzing and analyzing and analyzing, wearing suits and ties, commenting on the politicians. Has anybody really said, you know, what's wrong with these institutions yet? No, not really. Well, moon shifts into Pisces, and you're more sensitive. Continues through Monday. Here on Monday we got a trine to Jupiter. Some truth and wisdom comes out after lunch. Late Monday, actually Tuesday morning, the moon's still in Pisces. And there's a nice trine to Pluto or a sextile to Pluto. Discovery Tuesday morning. Yeah. On Tuesday, the moon opposes Venus. So before lunch, there's trouble with sweets and girls and love and affection. Not going so well, is it? Okay, and Wednesday, August 1st, the moon shifts into Aries. It squares Saturn before lunch. But here's a sextile to Mars. How do you handle all this heat? Well, you can get a wet towel and wet yourself down and stand in front of the fan. Evaporate off your skin will cool your skin. That will help a lot. Evaporation. Wet yourself down, stand in front of the fan. Works good. Of course, you got to keep doing it, huh? Heat is a big problem. It looks like you're handling some of it here Wednesday morning. You'll feel better about it Wednesday afternoon when the moon trines the sun. On Thursday, here's a peak of your power, control, bugs, panic. Middle of Thursday, the moon squares Pluto. Yeah, sorry. Here's, well, what happens is we're going to go into the Uranus area. And, there's a nice sextile to with Neptune here, huh? Oh no, that's Mercury. So you can talk some stuff out Thursday, but Friday, prepare to meet Mars again. Friday, August 3rd, there's a heat wave, and there's electrical power problems. On Saturday, everybody's overdoing it, too much talk, a little investigation in the afternoon and evening. On Sunday, we can't talk it out on Saturday night, Sunday morning, but on Sunday we can take real action and do something about this stuff.